problem regarding probabilities, typically the conditional probability and independent probability, which appeared in the year JEE 2013, and it's an advanced level problem. But actually, I don't know why it comes in advanced level. It is a very simple problem. Let's go ahead and solve this particular problem. So before going ahead, let's read out the problem. So here says that there are 4 persons and they can independently solve a particular problem correctly with the given probabilities. We have to find the probability that the problem is solved correctly by at least one of them. So between all of 4, at least one is solve the problem. That means at least 1 can solve, 2 can solve, 3 can solve, or 4 can solve. That's the problem. So let's go ahead and solve this particular problem. So now let's go ahead. So here we consider the following events. So we consider that A is the event that represent the problem is solved correctly by person 1. Event B, which represent the problem is solved by 2, C is person 3, and D that person 4, which is very straightforward. And obviously their corresponding probabilities is provided. So probability of A is half, B is 3 by 4, C is 1 by 4, and D is 1 by 8. So this is the given information. Now let's go ahead. And see their complement. What is their complement? So A complement means that the problem is not solved by person A correctly. So hence probability of A complement will be 1 minus PA, but we'll do that little later. First we go ahead and find out all the events. So probability of the event B complement, C complement, and D complement respectively is that the problem is not solved by the person 2, 3, 4 respectively. Let's go ahead. Now we calculate all the probabilities of their complement event. So therefore it will be 1 minus half, 1 minus 3 by 4, and so on and so forth, which is a very basic thing. Why? Because we know that for a complement event, right, probability of A and probability of A complement will give us the 1, right? And what is A complement? A complement is an event, right, which will appear, right, by the negation of the problem event A. Okay, so A and A event will be mutually exclusive event, right? What is mutually exclusive event? Mutually exclusive event means that if we add them together, right, so then we get mutually exclusive means that they don't have a common element, so their intersection will be 5. And also it will be exhaustive as well. What is exhaustive? Exhaustive means that if we add them together we get the sample space. So both properties holds for complement, right? That's it. Now let's go ahead. So here we consider an event X, right, that represent that the problem is solved by at least 1, right? So therefore what is their complement event? X complement. It means that problem is not solved by anybody, right? So therefore we try to calculate the probability of X complement. What's that? Then X complement will be the multiplication of probability of A complement, B complement, C complement, and D complement. Why we can write down that? Because in this particular case we write down because all the events are independent, right? That's why. So therefore all the values we already calculated. So we just put it in and we calculate the X complement is 21 by 256. So therefore probability of X is 1 minus that 21 minus 256, which give me as 235 by 256. And hence we obtain that, right, that in this particular problem, right, option A is the correct choice. So this is the required probability. And that's it. See, that's so simple. Hope you understood it.